Hey guys, long time no talk. Today we're going to be talking about my July favorites. Alright, so I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I haven't really bought much new makeup at all in a while, so I don't have a ton of new beauty favorites, but I did want to just mention some products that were sent to me that I feel like are worthy of a mention and let you guys know my thoughts on them. So there will be that, but for the most part, my true actual favorites are non-beauty for the past month. So alright, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Let's start with hair. Some of you guys noticed that my hair looks different. Yes, I got some highlights and I got it colored, and this is really different for me. I haven't really had it this type of color in a long time, so I still feel like I'm adjusting to it. But yeah, talking about hair, ever since I got it highlighted and colored, I knew I wanted to use hair products on it that were good for color treated hair and that would also keep it healthy and shiny and strong. So I switched over to these two. This is the Aquage Silkening Shampoo and Silkening Conditioner, and it's supposed to be for coarse curly hair, which I don't have curly hair, but it was kind of coarse, so I definitely wanted to bring some life back into my hair, and this works so great. It's sulfate free. The smell isn't anything to rave about. I know some people might like it, but I don't love the smell of it, but it doesn't bother me either. I'm just really happy with how well this works. The conditioner, a little bit of this goes a long way, and you never want to apply this to your roots, just to the ends of your hair. I've seen such a difference with this. I even went back to using my Pantene shampoo recently just to see what it would do to my hair. Would it, make it go coarse and icky, or I just wanted to see what would happen. And what happened was that I noticed that my scalp, I was getting more dandruff again. So I think that tells you that it's not only gonna dry out your hair and it's not as healthy for your hair, it's also drying out my scalp and not as healthy for that. Even if you don't have curly hair, but your hair is just really coarse or dry, or gets tangled really easily from bleaching it, definitely give these a try. Next is definitely a repeat favorite. I'm sure I've mentioned this probably at least 5 times before. It's the Organix Moroccan Argan Oil Penetrating Oil, and I like to just use a little bit of this when my hair is still damp, rub it through my hands, and then just pretty much work it through the ends of my hair. My hair feels so much softer and more manageable. If you have dry ends whatsoever, I just highly recommend this. Alright, let's get into the beauty. So, of the different Maybelline products I've tried, I have really enjoyed the Color Tattoo Eye Chromes. These, I think, will be a love-hate thing for a lot of people. It can be a little tricky to use, and it's not as forgiving because once you apply it on, it really does stay on. So what I recommend is applying it over your bare lids. I don't even wear a primer under these because it's actually a little bit easier to work with that way. There definitely is a learning curve with these, but I just love how incredibly pigmented they are, especially the deeper, richer shades. I love these. Sometimes I'll even just use it for a fun wing instead of applying a lot of it over my lid. I am wearing some of the shades today, but I also mixed in some powdered shadows. Alright, and then I just have a couple lip products to talk about. First, let's talk about Pop Beauty, their permanent pouts. So they don't have too many shades of this. I'm wearing the shade in Pink Honey right now. It is a matte liquid lip color. You can find this at some drugstores. I have yet to see Pop Beauty at my Walgreens. I think you're supposed to be able to find it at Rite Aid and Duane Reade. We don't have Duane Reade here. I do recall seeing Pop Beauty at the Duane Reades in New York though, so they might be carrying these now if you guys want to check them out. But I'd say that these are really great. A little bit pricey for something that is available at the drugstore, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like you get a lot of product in here, and this stuff really lasts. It's comparable to a lot of high-end ones, a lot of the really popular ones right now, and you might like the convenience of being able to grab it at your drugstore if you can. Come to think of it, the way that this applies on and the way it feels reminds me a lot of NYX's Lingerie liquid lipstick. So if you like those but you wish they had brighter colors, check out this line. Next, I wanted to mention the Ofra long-lasting liquid lipsticks. These have gotten a lot of hype. I'm really glad I was able to try them out. What's great about this though is that you get a ton of different shades. They just have a really great variety. I do like how these smell. They have a little bit of a kind of sweeter frosting type of scent to it. One of my favorite shades would be this one in Hypno. It would just be perfect for like an everyday, kind of like looking sharp and chic type of look. And it would also be great for fall. So leading up until fall, I probably will be wearing this more often. But I definitely like how comfortable this is on the lips too. It's not as drying. If you're eating oily, greasy foods, it will fade. Don't pay full price for these. I do have a 30% off code that I'll have down below. Okay, lastly, I have movie and a show favorite. So on my trip to Spain, one of the movies I watched that really stood out to me would be 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's a little bit on the kind of like sci-fi thriller type of spectrum, but I almost don't want to like box it in under one genre. It's one of those movies that you watch and then when you finish watching, you're kind of like, what the heck just happened? But it's like so memorable, and I just think it was pretty well done. I just think it was very entertaining, kept me at the edge of my seat. I'm obviously not telling you guys too much about it because I don't want to spoil it in any way, but yeah, feel free to read the synopsis about it and check it out. I think it's worth a watch. Another movie that I watched recently that I really enjoyed, it was a little bit tough to, if you are an empathetic person, and I think a lot of us have at least a little bit of empathy in us, it can be a little bit tough to watch. The movie is The Babadook, or Babadook. It's available on Netflix, and it's a movie that I kind of had been wanting to watch for a while. I just heard like pretty good things about it, and I finally watched it, and it was really good. It was actually kind of hard to grasp at first, but the more I kind of read into it and understood, and just all the symbolism, I mean, you can really like psychoanalyze that movie. It just made more and more sense, and it's just one of those like dark, deep, and heavy type of movies, but you'll appreciate it. Lastly would be Stranger Things. Everyone and their mama is watching it right now. What really stands out for this show for me is the cast. They just did such a great job with casting the actors. When kids can act so well, it just blows my mind. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for my favorites for the month of July. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This one felt really short this time. I hope that is all right. We'll try to make the next one lengthier, unless you kind of like them short and sweet like this. Just let me know. Be sure to follow me on my other social media because I do intend on posting more on there. So if you guys want to know what's up, or if you have any questions, like that's just a really great quick way to get to me. And yeah, all right. Thanks for watching.